All right, my name's Jon Rhoden, senior at Brandeis. Y'all did a great job speaking, guys. Y'all are my boys. It was awesome. So I went to O'Connor for a year. Went to Brandeis' last 3. I ran cross country at O'Connor. It was pretty good, but I didn't want to be like a 120-pound kid the rest of my life, so I stopped running. Went to basketball, and I did pretty good. We were varsity for 3 years. I just love being active. I'm a really active guy. I like hanging out with people and just being real around people. And so, just show of hands, how many people y'all like who grew up in a church? Like has grown up in church? That's pretty. I'm like a perfect model of that. And it's really cool though. I have a really great family, and Ben said it. I mean, great family. My parents are solid. Me and Ben have a one-of-a-kind relationship. I mean, we are twins, but it's really cool. So, grew up in a church. Accepted Jesus when I was 5 or 6. Just always grown up with God. I've rededicated my life 2 or 3 times just because of all the bad things I've done, and out of guilt, you just crawl back to Jesus, and it's a great feeling to fall back on Jesus. However, temptation has crept up into my life many times, especially 8th grade year, freshman year. Y'all been begging me to tell this story, so we were pretty much what happened. Brandon spent the night one night, and I said, "Hey, let's sneak out. Let's take my dad's truck." So we go out the window. We take the car out. We ended up picking up a couple girls. I mean, like, come on, we're a couple teenager guys, right? So we get some girls, and we get some drinks, and then we buy some eggs. It just all snowballed. And so we ended up egging this girl's house, and it was a fine egging. Like, we got her pretty good. That's beside the point. But so we were driving, and then we ended up getting caught, and it was just a terrible experience. We ended up telling my parents, and that was the most disappointing thing I have ever done. Just with my family, we're so close, and it's not even that you're getting in trouble, you're getting grounded. It's the look in my dad's eyes when I look at him, and he's just heartbroken, and it's terrible, and it's so hard to go through. It still happens today whenever I do screw up. Grounding never really works. It's the feeling inside of you that you really screwed it up. So, I mean, freshman year, we were running a lot, doing sports. It was really cool. Kept us out of trouble for the most part. Came to church, and then after that, it kind of fell back into it. We go through these peaks, and we crash, and then we come back to Jesus the next day, and it's just really weird. A lot of y'all, especially y'all's church kids, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. And so, and we did sneak out, and I did and still do have trouble lusting for girls, and a lot of guys, we do that, and I'm being real right now. It's a fact, and it's something that you gotta put your trust in Jesus for, and it really helps a lot. So I did go through the party stage a couple times, and Jesus has held me accountable. Ben and Brandon and Jared and Ben Honer. He's been here a couple 6 years. I don't know him. He's right there. He's a really cool guy. Y'all know Quincy. So we would go back in these stages, and I would feel guilt the next day. It was terrible. Always went back to Jesus. This next kind of couple years, or this year, started being Young Life leaders, and that really, it put a mental wrap on it. I said, okay, well, I have this position now where I gotta lead, and I gotta be a great role model. So just having that badge of saying that, you're like, okay, I gotta stay on the right track. So I have been, for the most part. I've had great friends now. We do good, clean fun, and I like it. It's really cool to just have a good time and be able to remember the experience. Like, I don't know why people are like, let's go get tossed Friday night and figure out what we did Saturday morning. I don't get that. But so Jesus has just really changed my life for the better, and he's always altering it, always mending it into shape. It's really I love it. He always has great plans. And this year, I mean, the first 2 years of my basketball season, like I played a lot. Like sophomore year I played, and then I went to a little bench, and then this year I didn't play at all. So, but it was okay because I started riding the pine, playing on the bench, right? And I got kind of ticked off. I was like, whoa, why am I playing, Coach, what's up? And then I felt Jesus kind of just tugging on my heart and just like, my plans were greater than yours. And so I kind of accepted that, and I encouraged my teammates, and it's a really awesome thing to see. People have the athletic ability to do stuff, but you have the heart and the mind to help change people on the inside. And it was just a really cool thing that Jesus showed me. One of these verses that I found a couple months ago, when I was going through all that, says, "We can rejoice when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance. And endurance develops strength of character, and character strengthens our confident hope of salvation." It's a sick verse. I love it. Pretty much sums it up. I mean, you go through a problem, accept it. You gotta work through it, accept it, and you'll end up you'll become stronger in it. You'll have better character. People will look at you better. It's just really sweet. I love it. So one of the other things that I've kind of struggled with is I've kind of been a judgmental guy, and just sometimes you look at people and you say, I'm better than you. I mean, I'm really competitive and stuff, but like it got out of hand, and I would just be calling people out all the time, and it was stupid. So God kind of told me, hey John, you need to stop looking at other people like that. I mean, look at yourself. You're not that great either. So one of the problems is just I finally came to the point where I got to accept myself for who I am, and you stop trying to beat everyone. Life's not it's a race for Jesus, not for yourself and your image. It sounds really dumb, but a lot of y'all guys in here, I don't know, y'all might have braces, and I do too. So when I got these on, I was like, dude, I look really stupid. So Jesus was like, you look dumb, so what are you going to do about it? And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just stop judging others. And I was like, okay, I can't really say anything. I don't look that hot either. So I do, but then I accepted it a couple months later, and now it doesn't really affect me, and it's really sweet that God gives you the power and ability to just look past things and beyond things and look into people's hearts. And once you get to that point, you can have a real, genuine conversation with someone without judging them and just spread Jesus' love to them. It's really sweet. I encourage y'all to just, for who you are, accept it, and don't let other people, their opinions, it doesn't really matter, because in the end, it's all about getting to heaven and that party upstairs, and that'll be a healthy, good party that we will remember. So, that's pretty much it. I got a great family. Oak Hill's here. Y'all got a lot of great leaders. I thank y'all for that. I thank y'all for listening to us through this morning. It was really fun. Thanks.
Yeah.